bad, especially considering I was thinking there's gonna be like actual mints and fruit.
I was just thinking there's going to be some sort of dead animal staring back at me.
But yeah, I'm not a fan.
You want a dead animal staring back at you when you're eating pies?
No, thank you.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Could make things interesting.
Are you interested in... Oh, frick,
Yes.
what's that thing called?
Yes.
Taxidermy.
No.
A third resub.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. What's up, Vessel? What's up, Lucas? How you guys doing? What's
You guys
good,
are
everybody?
amazing at giving birthday presents. You know that?
At giving birth?
Birthday presents.
Oh, okay. I guess
There's
that's
a big
I only
difference.
heard the first part of
Jeez.
that.
Jeez, Brett.
You guys are
No.
really good at giving birth to
Wow.
presents, is what I heard. And I was just like, dang.
Birthday present.
Wow.
Birthday presents. It is Rickus's birthday for anybody who is not fully aware. Rickus's birthday, yes. So thank you for giving birth to the presents that we have going on here.
Appreciate.
He's a big
Appreciate
boy
it.
now.
He's a big boy now. Yeah, Rickus, if you can't tell, is the youngest one in the bunch. If you can't tell, which you should be able to.
I don't know. I've got a beard. You don't.
You actually look the youngest.
I've been married for 9 years.
Yeah.
You can throw that in the face of
You still
my...
look 17.
I don't care.
It's 17. That's a stretch.
Yeah, that is true.
That,
Like
that is the most
13.
common age that shows up in the comments. You know that, right?
I thought it was 13 or like 14.
17 is actually the most
Oh, thanks for the follow, Zombie Ghost.
used.
Babyface Brett.
Thank you very much for your appreciate
Happy
it.
birthday. Yes, that's right. Let's call him happy birthday. What's
Happy
up, Zombie
birthday.
Ghost?
That's right.
How you doing? My stream is buffering a lot. Not sure why. I have 100 meg fiber and turned down to 480p. Still buffering because Twitch in South Africa sucks.
Yeah, sorry
there's
about
no
that.
local
do
server,
DNS
so it's
routing and
terrible.
stuff. It's horrible.
Some days it's good, some days it's not so great.
Most days it's not.
Most
so
days,
good.
most days it's not so great.
Lucas says he's doing bad. I'm sorry. What's up, Swags? How you doing? What's good? More bits?
I got the
Fury,
bits.
go. Yep. Thank you so
Oh,
much,
yeah.
Fury.
Bits.
I love the
That painting on the Sistine Chapel.
That was it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was going for. Yeah.
bits.
Oh, DV Holes is now hosting us. Thank you so much, my friend.
Much appreciated.
DRZ turned 27 last week, and you already have 3 kids, dude. My goodness gracious.
You're almost as bad as bad.
Not wasting any
Almost
time.
bad as
Almost
bad?
as
As
bad.
That's bad.
Wow.
He beat me
personal
there.
attacks.
That's subtle.
Like
subtle diss.
my third son
Flirt?
was after I was 27. So dang.
What?
Happy
Yeah.
Bardar. Where we post pictures. Hey guys, Ryzen contest, good anniversary. Ryzen's over. That was last week. The
Sorry.
video was for
Ow.
the winners of the week, not for your turn to submit. So you gotta focus on that, okay? But let's talk about that today. We've got UFD rigs still going on this week. It's a brand new theme. This week's theme is going to be systems that are from 2015 or previous. So if you're on Skylake or FX series from AMD or before, you can submit for UFD rigs.
But-
However, there's the caveat that we have a Z390 motherboard to give away for the person who wins this week. However, since MSI South Africa is the one who's providing the prize, it has to be South Africa only. That's their rules, their regulations, their stipulations. We just gotta abide. But if you're in South Africa, you watch our channel, you want a Z390 motherboard, in case you're on something older, this is gonna be a great foundation for an upgrade. Or don't tell MSI we said this, you can sell it and upgrade your current system. So that way you get some money, everybody's happy. All right, nobody needs to know what you do with the board after you get it. All right, but if you're on an older system, you can submit to hashtag UFD rigs over on Twitter. And I just kind of want to show you what we got going on so far. We don't have anybody chosen to be on UFD rigs today, but we do have a few that you can see. We've got this one, which will never make it because he has a butt ton of stickers for no good reason. Like, why is there an MWeb
Shame
Fiber
Bell.
sticker on there? I
Shame
can't even.
Bell.
Because that's
It
what he
hurts.
uses.
It hurts
Shame.
my interior posterior.
We don't typically mine stickers if they fulfill a purpose.
Yeah.
No, we
sometimes I mind.
typically mine stickers.
But I mean, we do have some good systems
If
like
it's
this.
if the stickers are done super tastefully and add
Yeah.
to the rig.
Yeah,
so,
if it
so,
adds value.
so Keanu's here. Like that Razer sticker is so out of place, but he could still make it into a UFD rig
Yeah.
today. That's not egregious. Ooh, dang, ulti.
Ooh, ulti.
Ulti with this. Nice pick. But like this is just like, this is just you slap something on there for the sake of slapping it on there. And just because like we're doing older systems today does not mean that we want rigs that you haven't taken care of or that you don't have some sort of prescient mind to make sure that it's looking decent. The whole point of UFD rigs is to celebrate things that people invest into, which is their PCs, even if it's lower end. Just like with last week.
Yeah.
On YouTube, he's the second most voted for system, the Ryzen 5 1400.
Yeah,
like
the
Michael,
black and white build.
Yeah, the lowest end one came in second place for the week, which is phenomenal.
And rightfully so, because of the amount of effort that he put into it.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I mean, just like...
And that's what UFD rigs is about. It's not for the best specs. Like, I don't want you to have a 4790K with a 2080 Ti, and therefore you're automatically going to win. I want somebody who's actually put in decent amount of effort to a system that could even just be on an FX 6300 with a 970. Something like this is absolutely worthy of UFD rigs.
Yes.
Especially since it severed his thumb off. Sorry, LT.
Yeah, that was intense.
That sticker was a gift from a friend after I helped him build his PC. Doesn't need to go in your system.
The Razer one.
I have friends too. Doesn't mean I have to put things in my system.
Wait,
Same
you have
with
friends?
Sticker pressure.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You have friends?
My friends.
Do they
I have
give you
all of
Razer
these
stickers?
friends. They don't
Fair.
give me Razer stickers. No, that's not how.
Those sound like
Then
good
you're not
friends.
friends.
Yeah. So I'm also from South Africa. Then you're more than welcome to submit over on Twitter, as we're showing you here. Use the hashtag UFD rigs. Take a picture of your system and list the specs. That's all you need to do. Make sure your system's from 2015 or previous. If you don't take care of your system like this individual, you will not be considered for the UFD rig of the day.
And you will get shame belt.
Yeah, we're just gonna tell you that you shouldn't even do
Shame
this.
belt.
Like it's not even okay that like what why? Like you can I'm sure he has his reasons.
But yeah,
Everyone has their
please
For
don't
us,
send us.
for the people who are selecting the people that are getting voted for, it's hard against what we want as people. So that's how I feel about that. Anyways,
Did you give yourself
definitely go
40,000
ahead and
points?
submit over on Twitter if you're at all interested in participating in UFD rigs. If you're in South Africa, and especially if you want to win a dang decent Z390 motherboard, it comes with Wi-Fi. Let's throw that out there.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's
a
really
nice board.
There's no RGB on the front. It's only an underglow RGB, which makes it super classy. And then it also has a 5-phase VRM doubled to 10 phases.
Can you disable that underglow?
You probably can
yeah.
in BIOS. We haven't
Then
checked.
yeah.
But like overclocking an 8700K on this, super easy. Overclocking
simple.
our RAM, better than Z370.
Oh, yeah.
We've had a great
Much
experience
better.
with this motherboard. You're not getting ours in specific, but the MSI will send you off a brand new Mobo, my friends. So you don't like stickers? What about my Wootware stickers? Well, Keanu, first off, I will be getting more stickers than you ever possibly could dream about because I had a conversation with them about it. I let them know that I was furious. And then, secondly, as long as it's tastefully done. Like the Diva sticker from last week was okayly done, except for like her ears going up over the PS.
Yeah, that was annoying.
That was broken. If it was a smaller sticker, it would have worked. But like in your system, Keanu, you have a Razer sticker when you have no Razer parts in the system. You just can't. You can't have Razer parts.
What Razer parts would you have? In
Exactly. That's my whole point. You can't. So why is a Razer?
You could stick a mouse in there.
It shouldn't just be on the interior. It
wouldn't do anything.
It bugs me. All right. It doesn't fit the theme of the build, especially when the colors are orange.
Yeah.
And you have a greens, like a Razer sticker.
Fair.
Not the same
Like
color
we've
coordination.
had like HyperX and what was the other one? We've had like brand stickers in there before, but it was done super tastefully, and it just kind of like added to the effect that the whole system had.
Or it didn't detract from it. That's
Yes.
the biggest thing. Like, if you add stickers to your system, make sure you're not slathering them on there like you would with some
Agreed.
baby lotion. Like, it has to be incredibly well done in a way that makes sense for what you're trying to achieve. If you want to show off the fact that you have like an ancient Corsair sticker or something like from their old logo on a brand new system, okay, like
Fair.
I can feel that.
It serves
I
a
can dig
purpose.
you. But like if you're slapping like a Five Nights at Freddy's sticker on the front of your case, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Unless it's a whole Five Nights at Freddy theme. Anyways, that's
But
a
like,
different.
when it's just like slapped on skew, just like there's
It's
a bunch of them
incorrect.
plastered everywhere.
I still distinctly remember one system. I think I like the second UFD rigs we had.
Okay.
which had stickers in it, but it was done super well. It was like stuck between the two SSDs that were mounted.
Oh yeah.
And it just
That was
kind of
fun.
like bridged the gap
Okay, yeah. I
and
know what
closed
you're
that
talking
area, which
Yes.
just drew them
Unified
together.
the whole
It was
system,
like
yep.
it worked really well. It was
For
done
sure.
super tastefully. So if
So-
you do that, fine.
Sonomoose doesn't like the new camera angle.
You don't?
Sonomoose, that's just because you're not accustomed to change, and I'm sorry.
He
you're gonna have to
literally
get
said
used to it.
he's afraid of change.
Okay, that's exactly what it is. The reason we changed it was because at the previous camera angle, Reese was getting blocked. He's currently also getting blocked because he's leaning back in his chair. He's not like actively paying attention. And then also this pop filter is massive.
Reese,
So we just
I'm
need
okay
to,
with this.
we
Wave
just
to
need to find
Sonomoose.
different angles.
Wave to
Wave to
Sonomoose.
Wave to Sonomoose, man.
He's
I'm
there.
waving. I'm doing the wave.
He's doing the waves. But you know what you guys are going to do? You're going to vote for what you want to talk about in hot news
Oh,
today.
yeah.
So
Are we saying goodbye to Tank again?
Yeah, I think we're saying goodbye. We might even say
Goodbye.
goodbye to Party You. No, just Tank.
Oh.
Bye, Tank.
Bye, Tank.
All right.
Bye, Tank.
So for Hot News Live today, we have brand new GTX 1060s confirmed. We talked about this on Friday. It was
Yeah.
a rumor back then. NVIDIA has officially
It's confirmed.
it. Intel is increasing CPU production. Lazy people on electric vehicles. I like that one. I'm sorry if you don't. Oh, hot seated.
Ooh.
Dang. Okay.
You want
Then
Reese here, don't you?
Tesla removes fully auto vehicles from lineup. Fully autonomous vehicles, or the menu option is gone.
Oh, yeah.
NYPD stops body cams after explosion of one of them.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
What?
OnePlus reschedules their event because Apple is a turd.
Fair.
Like that's the whole thing. Like Apple was a butthead, and now OnePlus has to reschedule their phone event. Pixel 3 has a ton of issues. Some of them we can detail if you guys are so keen on it. Steam VR is coming to weaker PCs for lower end GPUs.
Oh yeah.
i9 9900K reviews were wrong. Apparently, there are some reviewers who got a few things wrong, including a Sir Mr. Sebastian.
Oh, really?
Navi is officially in test labs by AMD, and there's some indications about its performance. And then YouTube is stealing Super Chat like buttheads.
Yeah.
Let's throw that out there.
That-
YouTube being
that was a bit
buttheads.
rough.
was
That ain't
stealing
right.
Super Chats.
That ain't
So,
right.
Yes. Come on, Rickus was a birthday boy. How could you move him?
Well,
How could
Reese
you
was-
move the
Reese is
birthday boy?
also a
Well, you
birthday
know
boy.
what? He actually fills that seat a lot better than Reese because he's actually sitting up.
Is he?
That-
Yeah.
I can't see him.
I've got good posture.
Yeah.
Your head's kind of in the. Oh, there we go.
All right. Well, guys, if you want to vote for which hot news topic you want us to discuss, be sure to go ahead on over to Twitch and vote for your favorite numbers. You can vote for 3 different options. 3 different options. We'll talk about the hot news, and then we'll talk about whatever else I want to talk about as well, because that's how the hot news works. We talk about what you want, and then we talk about what Brett wants. Because what does Brett want? Brett wants all. In case you were wondering, that's how that works.
There's actually quite a few stories I want to talk about.
Okay, so give us a lowdown on which ones and why.
The Navi being tested.
Okay, you're curious on that one?
I'm very curious on that because of the
Curious. I'm curious.
the PS5 impact.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're
That
console
could be
now.
interesting.
Yeah, because I'm a console peasant, the PS5 is actually quite interesting to me.
Don't talk about yourself like that. That's
yeah,
mean.
man. Have some self-respect.
Jeez. Aren't you building a
Just
PC
do
card?
I
all
believe
yourself
in
a
you,
pleb
okay?
and you're fine.
You've been playing on a 1440p 144 hertz monitor.
You're more of a
Pretty
PC
You're more
gamer
like
than
a
I am.
console noble than a console peasant.
King of the
Console
consoles.
noble.
King of the peasants.
No, you're
I
not
think
a king. I don't think you're there.
Just put that in your
I've
CV.
seen your
Console
gameplay.
king.
You're not at the top of the
Yeah,
console players.
He
You've
was
seen
good
him
enough to
playing
beat
Call of
you
Duty, right?
in CSGO.
What?
You've seen his Call of Duty?
Have you seen me playing Call of Duty?
We have.
He's below me, therefore he's not at the top.
No, he's better than you.
No, he's
I'm
not.
pretty sure
Yes,
he
he
would.
is.
No, he's not.
I'm
Sure,
pretty
I
sure
beat
he
you.
would beat you.
No.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Right.
pretty sure he
Reese
would.
would beat
Hey.
you easily.
I'm voting a hard no, so you guys all lose here.
Rigged.
Yes.
Rigged.
It's all rigged. That's the whole point. Johnny with the don't no no.
Ooh.
Thank you so
Oh,
much,
yeah.
Johnny. No papa. No
I was
papa.
about to go for
Got
that.
another dono.
Oh, unique gamer with the
Oh yeah.
don't know. Guys, keep my i7 6700 non-K at 4.5 gigahertz or upgrade. So it depends. Like, is it fulfilling your needs, or do you need a faster
welcome.
CPU? Because the issue with upgrading PC parts is, does it serve your purpose? Because you can look at benchmarks all day long, but if you don't need 175 FPS in freaking, Call of Duty, and you're okay with getting 120 with your 6700, then why would you need to upgrade? You wouldn't. You just have that itch. You have that urge. You have that burning... no, I'm not talking about that. You have the compulsive need to want to upgrade PCs. Which we all feel that. So Johnny with the second donut.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, you
Play Blackout.
back.
We unfortunately cannot play Blackout in South Africa because servers suck.
Although there is a
nice.
fix in the pipeline that will actually allow us to play on EU servers, which I'm super hyped for.
Exactly.
Apparently
Can't
it's
wait.
broken the game a little.
Oh, the
change.
servers?
Yeah.
No, they derped, like, it's on 20 hertz instead of 60 hertz, so it doesn't update as regularly.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, it's proven that they're, like, worse servers than Fortnite or PUBG.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I'm hopeful that they'll fix it quick enough. Like,
Hope-
they've been quick enough to respond
Yeah.
to our issues in, like, SA, and I think Brazil was
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah, South America and Australia, I think.
Whose mic's far too loud? What are you talking about, Giordi? Are you talking about me? Because I just pulled it back, if that's the case.
Or it might just be me.
It's probably me. Or it could be you because,
Yeah,
it was
because I'm
set for
sitting in
Reese's
Reese's mic,
volume
yeah.
level, and he's a
So
quiet
I'll
boy.
pull
I'm
back
more
a
of a
bit,
quiet boy.
and then
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious to know what topics you guys are interested in.
So I think that primarily the ones I would like to speak about are lazy people on electric vehicles.
Same.
The Pixel 3 having a ton of issues. Kind of want to talk about those.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then also OnePlus rescheduling their event because Apple's a bunch of turds.
I feel like that's a given.
Yeah, that makes me
Can I
happy.
throw leftover things away? Or?
Ask the birthday. children.
Whoever is far left. Okay, yeah. So I'll just pull back a bit.
Yeah, that's because it's set for Reese. So I can
I'm
I
good
can
right
lower
now.
you here.
I'm
as
good
well.
right now. No, it's fine. I'll just talk from here.
Okay, that's fine.
Mind all the
Why is there a
caveats.
new 1060? What went wrong? Nothing went wrong besides AMD competition. What?
Was it even really a competition that drove that?
Yeah, no, definitely. Otherwise, well, it might be both and. There are a couple of different reasons. So we'll talk about that if it gets voted for, which currently it's number 2 in the list of what people want to talk about. So you let us know with your votes over on Twitch if you want this to be the topic of discussion for today, and we'll be sure to honor your requests. We never not talk about the topics you want. We just always talk about the topics I want afterwards.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's a good compromise. Like, see what the people want, and then still have discussions elsewhere.
Is it a compromise if everyone else votes no against the palm?
Didn't we have a talk about this morning? I feel like I mentioned to you what your attitude should have been during that segment. And I would appreciate if now, in retrospect, you pre-apply or you post-apply it to yourself. And just
It's
like,
still the palm though.
just can you stop? Can you please stop?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Much appreciated. No new AMD GPU till Q2 2019. Well, if you look at NVIDIA's current move, I think we might have other things
Pretty interesting.
on people's sleeves.
Pretty interesting.
I'm wondering because Nvidia probably gets insider information.
What's up,
from-
Mudcat? MTCTT just started hosting us. Thank you so much for the host.
Thank you.
Dunk.
Oh, I didn't even see that. So you just like caress my tummy.
That's how I live. Yeah. Caressing tummies if I don't get a high five. I currently have multiple charges.
I'll make sure to high five you in future.
Yeah. But it wasn't on camera. What wasn't on camera? I'm so lost now. How care about NVIDIA products? People like NVIDIA products for some reason. But Navi being tested by AMD seems to be the number one thing that people want to talk about when it comes to hot news live today. And then number 3, we're pulling in 9900K reviews being wrong. I'm surprised by that one.
I think,
I don't think
there's
so.
just been a lot of like controversy around it that people kind of want to know what's
Yeah.
next. You know, it's got the hype, but for all the wrong reasons.
You know who started the hype? Are the people who call us out on everything. Hardware Unboxed. Seems like he's a drama channel now.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm kidding. That's tongue in cheek. That's so tongue in cheek. Please.
I'm pretty sure that was Linus's thumbnail on the thing as well. If you look at his,
Is it? I can't even.
go find a comparison like that one.
Okay.
And then look at the one Linus just.
Oh, is that why it's such a terrible Photoshop? That makes sense. Okay.
Like I'm
I
pretty
get it.
sure I'll pull it up on my phone.
Okay, I understand.
Dun, dun, dun.
8700K or 9900K for 1080 gaming. Probably you could roll back to 6700K and be fine if you're just trying to play 1080 to 60.
Yeah. no.
You don't need a good CPU for 1080 to 60 really. You don't need a brand new CPU. So I mean, I would go with the 8700K personally.
It's quite.
That'll be just fine.
Okay, yeah, it's nearly similar. RS Tech with the $1 don't no. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Like the 9900K is going to be faster than the 8700K, but it's also going to come up with a lot more construction challenges, like with the heating issue that it's been having, all that.
Peeps, you can only vote over on the YouTubes.
Yeah, sorry about
no,
that.
He's
On the Twitch.
No, he's
Sorry.
just spamming. He's just spamming.
You can vote on Twitch.
That's it. 1080 60 you can do an i5 8600K will be plenty. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Ryzen 3 would be plenty as well. Rickus is way quieter in the back. Well, he pulled the mic away because somebody said he was too loud.
So I can talk like this.
Yeah.
Trying to find a balance.
How's that, Tank? Any
I
news
can
on the
hide behind the
PlayStation
pop
5?
filter.
Not that I'm aware of, but we do have some indication on what's happening with Navi, which is definitely going to be part and parcel with anything that in Sony Sony is coming out with the PlayStation.
Like my mom when she wants to learn at someone, she goes through every single name before she gets to the right one.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What?
That one.
Boy.
It's so bad in our house though because all my sisters' names end on A.
So it gets.
So it's
You go
I'll
through
let
the
you do
cycle.
Anya Sharmilai. Yes.
the whole
Jordy says
cycle.
he votes Turnip, which you're on the wrong channel if you're trying to vote Turnip, my friend. Please flick the mic. How's that? You probably heard it.
That probably.
Yeah,
wasn't pleasant.
Reese actually might strangle me if I did actually flick the mic.
It would be a team effort.
Yes. Oh.
RS Tech with another $2. Do you know when the i7 9700K will have reviews? It already has reviews. Those came out on Friday.
Yeah, they
Are
did.
you allowed
No,
to
no,
hot
no.
seat though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
Right, last one. Make it good. Hold it up. Hold it up high.
I just want to get the mic
No, no,
situation
no.
back to normal.
One.
It actually
Come on.
just kind of bugs
Come
me.
on.
You took too long. Now your candy's gone.
Thank you.
You took too long, now your candy's gone.
That's how it works.
With 1440p and 4K becoming mainstream, isn't it prudent to warn people against buying new CPUs? No, I mean, thanks for the follow. It's not prudent to warn people against anything that they want to do. Like, if you want to buy a new CPU and you're asking me which one to buy, I'm going to answer the question that you're asking me.
Yeah.
Like, unless you were like, should I upgrade my CPU? That's when the conversation comes in. No, you probably shouldn't. But,
Yeah.
like, when somebody asks this or this, I'm going to answer their question. Like, I'm not going to be the guy who's just like, well, you shouldn't buy AMD CPUs because
Yeah.
Intels are the only ones that are conflict-free.
It's conflict-free.
Yeah, no,
CPUs.
that's actually a legit thing.
Wow.
Like, all of the materials that they use for their CPUs are conflict-free, so they certify that they don't come from war regions.
Seriously.
Yeah. So it's just like, I asked you if I should buy the 2700X.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
It's conflict-free. Wow.
Ryzen 5 2600 or 2600X for streaming? 2600. Don't even bother with the 2600X. Like, you don't need you can overclock the 2600.
Oh,
It'll
yeah.
be fine.
The
Even
whole
on the
X,
stock cooler. Like, because the 2600X comes with a stock cooler.
Yeah.
So, like, you're fine. You're fine. Just overclock
the whole
it.
X series just doesn't make sense to me.
It does for people who want to feel good.
Yeah,
But
sure.
I mean, it's not like Intel where the X means overclocking because they can all overclock. It just means that it has better performance out of the box.
What killed
like
it-
it's more max Ryzen.
Yeah.
Than the 2600. 2600 is like here. It's a little worse. Whereas the 2600X is like this is the best we could do.
Was the 1800X the one that didn't come with a cooler?
Yes.
Because I think that's what kind of killed the whole X thing for
No,
me.
all of the X's didn't come with a cooler last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they do.
Yeah, that was stupid. Like,
Well, no, to be fair, they were just being Intel, and then they realized it was a bad move, and then they changed it. Like, to call it stupid now is a retrospective move.
No, I called it stupid back then.
Okay.
Because I could get the same CPU, overclock it to the same levels, and have a cooler with it.
Yeah, I mean, but you're also more of an enthusiast than traditional people.
Sure, but overclocking Ryzen to 3.9
you're
or 4 is
comfortable
not...
looking in a BIOS. You're comfortable looking in a BIOS.
Correct.
So that's the differentiator between an X and a non-X last
Fair.
Yeah,
So-
from someone who wasn't like super into like that side of tech at that stage, it was an odd move for me to see them package those without coolers and stuff. It seemed odd.
It was normal. So we're just calling something backwards at this point. All right. Well, it looks like we have the votes coming in. People want to hear about Navi being tested. People want to hear about the brand new GTX 1060 that NVIDIA has announced and how 9900K reviews were wrong. So let's go ahead and jump on into those articles. If you guys want to pull them up on your side, you do have the documents. And I will drop links into the Twitch chat or in YouTube chat if you guys want to actually check out what we're going to be doing.
Wait, which one's one? The 1060?
First up, we're doing Navi. Because that's what was the primarily voted for one.
Thank you.
Hot news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so AMD's next generation Navi GPUs are reportedly running in AMD's labs. It looks like Navi is better than expected. So the architecture just means that Navi should be coming out sometime next year. So rumor has it that AMD's next generation of cards are already up and running inside the company's labs, right on par with where they should be right now.
Yes.
Okay.
This is not unexpected news. Right now, it appears as if AMD's post-Vega Navi architecture will release in the second half of 2019, with Fudzilla's sources claiming that AMD's 7nm Navi graphics cards are better than expected. Though at this time, it remains unclear whether or not this is claiming performance, power consumption, or raw performance, which is basically everything we could expect out of AMD and Big UED as far as how good the graphics cards actually are.
Yes.
So, how good is Polaris? Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, so can I play games with it? Yeah. Okay, which games is it better at than the 1060? Yes. Okay, so this is about where we're expecting it to be. I would actually, so my personal prediction is that the PlayStation 5 is going to launch right before Christmas time next year.
Okay.
With Navi in it.
Okay.
And then we're also going to see, I might be going out on a limb. I think we might be seeing Navi announced far sooner than the second half.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Like I'm expecting January.
Like even
I'm expecting CES.
Yeah.
Even if they were just trying to do it to stay relevant until they can actually get something out.
Right. I actually think it might be slightly like Vega, where it's announced way ahead of time before it's even ready. Hopefully not like Vega, where it gets delayed, so they release it like 16 months after they announce it.
Yeah.
That was a problem.
Yeah.
Like, we knew about Vega well ahead of time.
Okay.
And then it just never went anywhere because they kept having delays. So hopefully AMD has gotten their GPU stuff sorted out. It doesn't seem like they do. I mean, they lost Shwaja Kadori, who was one of the lead developers. They lost Jim Anderson, who was the vice president, the senior vice president, head over RTG.
Let's just say they lost everyone.
They lost a lot of important people during the development of Navi. It's possible that Navi was, like, as far as the architecture design, mostly finished by when those things took place. But it's also possible that we're going to receive another dud. So, like, as much as I want to get hyped for Navi, I also am prepared to be super disappointed by it.
Yeah, like, just looking back.
No, it's...
I have reason not to rely on hype for this one.
I'm going to be super impressed if AMD comes out of this one and they're just completely blow everyone out of the water.
Yeah.
But like AMD have done a good job of making us making sure that we don't get overexcited with their products.
I mean, no, Vega, they completely failed at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they overhyped it.
Right, and that was still under releases. I think they've learned since
they have now built the solid reputation to make sure no one ever gets hyped about their product.
I disagree, though, because it does seem like CPUs and GPUs under AMD's belt are handled completely separately.
Yes,
especially in terms of marketing. So I think like CPUs, like Ryzen was hyped, but because it was a brand new architecture and we've been waiting so long, not because AMD was just like, I mean, they did say things like it's going to have 40% better IPC than Bulldozer, and then it had 52% better.
Sure.
Yeah.
So they were confident in the statements that they were making. They weren't super hyping something they couldn't deliver on. But that's because Lisa Su is kind of at the helm there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like she has any... Like, it feels like she has control over Radeon Technologies Group and the GPUs, but it doesn't feel like she's actually, leading it.
She's the driving force.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So I want you guys to go ahead and vote for a poll. I want to know what you think. Do you think that Navi, you're super excited, or are you ready to be disappointed? Because for me, it's number 2. I'm ready to be disappointed by AMD. As much as I want to be super excited about a brand new GPU, I also know that they don't seem to have anything in the basket as far as what they can deliver on. Johnny with another donut.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
And the thing is, a lot of AMD fanboys were just like, no, Vega was never meant to be that great.
You know, I hear that.
It was all about Navi.
Too. No, it's garbage. Like, it's just it's a backpedaling argument from people who can't admit that the product doesn't fit the bill that it's supposed to.
Agreed.
Like, the issue with RTX is that they introduced stupid technology that's not ready for consumer use.
Yeah.
In consumer graphics cards. People are like, these are great for developers. Buy the Quadro.
Yeah.
The Quadro RTX has the exact same freaking thing.
Yes.
Okay? You don't need to buy a 2080 Ti. You don't need to put the exact same technology in a 2080 Ti. Guess what? Because consumers can't use it. It's a consumer card, and people are like, it's not meant for gaming. Then why did they launch it at the world's biggest gaming convention and market it towards gamers? Because it's a gaming card. But they don't know what the crap they're doing as far as that goes, or they do, and they just want to sell 10 series. And so it creates the situation. It's the exact same thing with Vega.
Yep.
It's their RX lineup. That is their gaming series. If we're going to talk about the Frontier Edition, the one that doesn't have the RX moniker, but it's the Vega Frontier Edition, the blue one, then we could talk about how that's made for professionals and developers and how that's a giant flop. But if we're talking about the RX Vega cards, RX being an AMD's gaming moniker, then we can talk about why it's stupid and super disappointing for gaming because it's supposed to be for that.
No, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. People really need.
But
to
I like
focus
ray
on what
tracing
they,
with heavy noise
market
reducing
on.
shaders on games that don't use it. Exactly.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah.
Get your marketing team to overhype something that no one's going to use for the next 2 years.
It's just...
I'm
it's an
so
odd launch.
confused with what they're doing. It's insane.
Like, the marketing behind it was the most confusing part. Like, I feel like they were hyping the wrong aspect of the added tensor cores.
Yeah, but that's all they could hype up, to be honest. The thing is just doing that when you know the cards can't actually do anything, which is completely ridiculous. Like, buy this card, we promise it'll be used for things in the future. No. You can't just promise stuff and hope everyone will pay for it.
But how else are you going to get adoption?
What do you mean?
How else are you going to get adoption?
By demonstration.
Of the technology?
By demonstrating that it works.
They demonstrated.
No, they demonstrated on their tests, not on ours.
Okay.
I don't trust anything they say until we can see raw numbers from people who aren't working with it.
Okay. You're really salty about this.
Yes, because I was saving up for it, and then it turned out to be trash.
Okay, well, that's rough. All right, it looks like 2/3 of people are ready to be disappointed by Vega. Totally fine.
Brett's dying.
I got something in my throat.
I'm not even sure if that's
He's
like
dead.
the right
Or
phrase
Navi, rather.
to take.
What?
Like,
Disappointed?
I guess we're ready to be disappointed just because we have our guard up, you know, based on previous examples that we've seen from
Yeah.
them. Not like we're looking to be disappointed. Maybe we're just kind of ready.
That's what it says.
Yeah, no, I know. Like I thought about it too much.
I phrased it right. Ready to be disappointed. I'm fully ready.
That just the way it's like typed out, it looks like you're like ready. Like,
I am ready.
Yes.
I am ready. I'm ready to move on to the next topic, which is
Moving on.
So this one actually is from the Linus Tech Tips forum, as you can guys see, but it's also from Hardware Unbox, also known as the drama channel of tech YouTube.
There we go.
It's casual shade.
No salt.
Coming out with a drama video about did Linus get it wrong with the 9900K reviews.
I've watched it.
You have watched it.
I have actually.
Okay, so can you walk us through it then?
It's like he's not saying Linus was wrong,
But he is saying he's wrong.
he's just saying the testing methodology from Intel's side is just stupid.
Okay.
Like I think the issue were the motherboards.
Yes.
Because
Correct.
one only allowed for them to be working at 95 watts TDP,
Right.
while the others were at like 145.
Okay.
And that made a huge difference for the temperatures and power draw of the chips. And it's like, neither is wrong. One's just a little more right than the other. Because
I disagree, but okay. I mean, we can have a hearty discussion about this. So if we look at the forum posts, which I'll post into the chats for everybody, the discussion is like, so there are some Z390 motherboards that their stock setting has them so that they adhere to the 95 watt TDP, like Tank is saying. Which means that they're going to get lower performance. And I think, so if we take a look at this Gamer's Nexus chart that's right here, you'll see that the 9900K, like at fast power and medium power, it just like drops as far as power usage because it's limited by the motherboard. There are some points where it's allowed to peak up and use a little bit more, but it's not to the point where the 9900K is using its full capabilities. So the argument then is like with reviewing, are we reviewing the 9900K or are we trying to show consumers what they will experience?
Yeah.
Because those are two completely different objectives when it comes to reviewing. So like as somebody mentioned on the video that we did was NVIDIA caught nerfing GPUs again.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned like the idea that you have to reinstall Windows every single time you do
ridiculous.
a driver update is really broken because like users don't use their PCs like that. They're not going to do that. So why would you do it in an artificial testing environment that doesn't quite make sense for the people who you're actually showcasing all of this for?
Yeah, and I mean that's been part of our testing as well. Like a lot of the times we don't use like completely fresh installs of Windows. Like if you're a consumer, you're not going to have a completely fresh install of Windows. Yeah. Like there are issues that can be caused, but it's more realistic to me that like
which is then the argument that like Linus didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Like all he did was test it the exact way that normal people would. And it could be argued that somebody who's buying a 9900K is likely to overclock and is likely to go into the BIOS and change certain things, which is totally fine. And they did go ahead, as you can see right here, they did disclose all of their testing information so that we have a good indication of what they did. Xander sub. Twitch Prime sub. Another resub. Friggin' A.
Damn.
Xander,
Crazy,
with the fifth resub of the day.
You guys insane.
Insane. Happy birthday to Rickus.
Oh yeah.
So like I get where Steve's coming from with the fact that like they're not showing the 9900K to be as good as it possibly could be. And that's something that like they're not shills at that point.
Actually his main issue were the thermals.
Right. Okay.
Because
so it's showing it to be more under control than it otherwise would be.
Yeah. Because everyone's talking about the chip being so like power heavy.
Yeah.
And Linus is just showing that no, it's actually not. And then everyone just lost their minds. Like, what are you talking about? This is crazy. And it's like, no, it's just what the motherboard allowed for.
Yeah, and then there's some motherboards that have it off by default. Like I'm pretty sure the Godlike has it off by default. But then I think the Maximus series from Asus actually doesn't. It has it on by default that it limits it within its TDP.
Okay.
Which I mean, like you can argue it all you want that that somebody's in the wrong, somebody's not, and it just really comes down to how are they testing and why are they testing the way they are.
What are you testing it for?
Linus is more the general consumer. He's reviewing, is this 9900K appropriate for you? Steve from Hardware Unboxed, and also I would argue Steve from Gamers Nexus, they're more the technical side of things.
Definitely.
This is the specifics of how it's going to perform. This is what it's going to do under these specific scenarios. This is what this game does under these game settings. That's more, thanks for the follow. That's more exactly what I would say Hardware Unboxed and Gamers Nexus
they're more
are
based
for.
towards the enthusiasts than they are towards the general.
Right, and I don't think Linus is,
yeah.
so therefore they didn't test
Yeah.
it as such. And you could argue that might be their roots, but at the same time, it's also not who they are currently. That would be my perspective. And I'm not bothered by the fact that they tested a motherboard in a way that the motherboard comes. That makes sense to me. Like, it could have been okay that they would have changed the settings. That would have been fine as well. Sure. And so, like, they're showing that the 9900K is cooler than if you unlock the setting.
Yes.
Oh, $2 no from JQuest.
Oh, yeah.
So much JQuest. Like, they I forgot my point.
Fair.
Okay.
My whole thing is just that if this chip can run better,
Yeah.
I'd rather
Thanks for the
see
follow.
those results.
Yeah.
But in a perfect world, I'd like to see both.
Yes,
but that's
correct.
not realistic.
Right.
Like, we get
Thanks
one
for
board, we get one chip. If we run it and these are our results, those are our results.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, if
We do our
they're-
best to make sure that there's no outlying factors that might screw us
Yeah.
over. But we do our best testing as possible.
But on the end of the day, like, if it's 20 hours before a review goes live.
right, which
we
is
have-
what they stated.
Yeah. We don't know anyone else's results.
Yeah.
We only have what we have.
Yeah.
And we put it out there. Like, it's...
Well, I
what's
don't.
going
This,
I just don't get it.
So this is something that happened before everybody else's time here. But the original Ryzen launch, I actually had numbers that were far greater than everybody else's. Like, my Ryzen results,
Yeah.
like, actually made Ryzen seem like a good processor, whereas other results made it seem like Ryzen was a good value processor. And that's actually because I enabled high precision event timer on my system in order to do specific benchmarks.
Yeah.
And apparently on the original Ryzen with the original BIOSes, that actually made a difference of up to 10%.
Really?
But I had no
Really?
idea that it made any difference because that's just what I enabled in order to do
Yeah.
that one benchmark. I didn't test the before and after. I just had it on.
Yeah.
Because I also had it on my Intel system in order to do that one specific benchmark that I did. And so it's things like that that can make a massive difference in your testing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you might not think anything of it. Maybe you should. Maybe you shouldn't. Either way. But, like, I wouldn't say anybody's wrong here.
Yeah. Agreed.
No,
And
that's my stance.
I think that just echoes what Steve was saying as well. Like, he admits, like, it's 100% clickbait. He knows that. No one did
Drama
anything
channel.
wrong. He just kind of explained that this is why it's there.
He's taking shots at us. He's taking shots at Papa Linus.
Yeah.
Like, you can
He's
talk
like-
crap all about me if you want, but you start touching Papa Linus, that's why I get defensive.
He's like getting a 2017 UFD.
Oh, you're not wrong. Yeah, we did call out Linus. We called out Jace 2 Cents. We called out Science Studio.
Correct.
We call it everyone.
There was like 3-4 videos that we did.
We had a
Like
bit of
4
a reputation.
Oh, another donut. No, don't worry. I hear ray tracing on the RTX 3000 will have blast processing. Thanks for the donut. Ouchies.
Ouchies.
Ouchies. Okay. So, I mean, it's TDP throttling by the motherboard, but it's on by default on the motherboard.
Yeah.
And it was the same issue that we had with the Coffee Lake reviews, which was it multi-core enhancement
Yes.
on some Asus boards, and like Jace 2 Cents had a performance score that was a lot better, and then Adored TV did a video about how everybody shills like. It goes in circles. Like as soon as people have differing perspectives, then it's just
So
like,
Linus will have his turn as a drama channel as well.
he already has.
I'm sure he's passed that long ago.
He just does it on the Rant Show.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where he talks crap because nobody watches the hour that they're live streaming for. So,
Dang.
Shots.
shots
everywhere.
Okay, so before we move on to the last bit of hot news live that we have, don't forget that you can submit your PCs over on Twitter for UFD Rigs in case you want a chance this week to win a pretty dang decent Z390 motherboard from MSI. Their MPG Gaming Edge AC comes equipped with Wi-Fi, comes equipped with better overclocking than any Z370 motherboard that we
That's
use.
right.
And is lacking RGB except on the backside. So, pretty good motherboard. dropped
Even
in the
without
box.
RGB
There's no
though,
motherboard
it's a
in there,
super
don't
pretty
worry.
board.
Is there something iffy with the sound?
No, why?
Okay. Just
DRZ says, "Can the sound be fixed, please?"
What's wrong with the sound?
What's wrong with the sound? Let us
He's,
know.
us.
he's the only
Tell
one
us
who's saying
now.
anything. Anyways, so like everything's fine on your side? Okay.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Never mind.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you mean never mind? Nothing's fine, or never
everything's
mind?
fine?
Okay.
That
So
was confusing.
submit
just
your
had two
PCs
streams
over
open.
on UFD Rigs for the community-driven rig contest. This week we are doing a theme of 2015 PCs or previous. So we've got
Fair.
this toaster here that works. We also have this one with stickers, doesn't work. We have plenty of
Does.
I was
PCs
eating.
submitted for this week.
Clean,
The caveat
clean,
is
nice.
that like MSI South Africa is sponsoring this motherboard for the giveaway. So we're accepting South African entrants only as far as the rigs that we've got going on for UFD Rigs this week. So if you want to submit, be sure to do that over on Twitter. Hashtag UFD Rigs. Include pics of your rig as well as the specs, because that's what we care about very, very muchies. Tank needs to stop eating the mic.
I was.
Oh,
It's so
okay.
tasty.
Oh yeah.
That's weird. Okay.
Same.
All right. Yeah, don't forget only South Africa. I was mentioning that, Bengi. All right, well, now it's time to talk about a brand new GPU launch by NVIDIA that I haven't really seen anybody talk about
Which is
whatsoever.
weird.
Is the Z390 a better motherboard to overclock at 8700K than a Z370? Yes. Yeah, we found that.
Yeah.
Especially in memory overclocking,
Yeah.
you get
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot better performance.
it was a lot
Not better
easier.
performance because it doesn't really matter on Intel, but you get better overclocks for sure.
Definitely.
Especially with the better VRMs that are better suited to overclock the 8 cores. They also overclock 6 cores better, what would you imagine? Because they can dissipate the VRM heat a lot better.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you don't say.
Yeah. Like, they're meant to handle that 9900K that's a furnace. So the 8700K, which is actually a decently cooled chip, can work pretty dang well.
No.
So this brand new news about NVIDIA's
Do-do-do-do.
new 1060. Oh, what is it, you ask? Because this looks exactly the way it was before. Well, let's go ahead and scroll on down to specs. And what the
Ooh,
frick is this?
Interesting.
What the frick? GeForce GTX 1066 gig with 6 gigabytes of GDDR5 or GDDR5X. So it appears that NVIDIA
Hello.
has actually updated the GTX 1060 with brand new memory. So you can get it with GDDR5X memory, which, in case you're wondering, is not on the 1070 or the 1070 Ti. It is on the 1080 and 1080 Ti.
Cool. Do
So-
you,
so
you
it
order
actu-
them separately though? Do you get to select whether you want GDDR5
No, so if you
or
order the
X?
Founders Edition right now off of their US or UK store, it will be the GDDR5X
X.
version.
Okay.
So as far as I can understand it. So from all of the
Okay.
research I've done, this is if you're buying a new GPU from NVIDIA directly. I don't know if it's making its way into AIB partners. Gigabyte is the one who leaked this last
So-
week. So it looks like it's going to be in AIB partners. But right
Yeah.
now, as far as I know, it's only through the NVIDIA store. You get GDDR5X. So the original memory speed was actually 8 gigabits per second.
Yeah.
The GDDR5X memory speed is 10 gigabits per second. So
Okay.
that's a 25% increase in memory speed
Nice.
right there.
That's gonna be some free.
I'm okay with
performance right
that.
there.
Yes. So, as far as whether or not there's any benefit to this, the answer is yes. The faster memory speeds are going to allow for better FPS in certain games. It's not
Yeah.
going to be every game because it still has the same amount of CUDA cores and it's still going to be roughly the same clock speed. But the actual the memory speed does make difference in some games.
Yeah.
It's a game-to-game scenario, but that 25% improvement in memory bandwidth will also make it better at 1440p gaming with higher resolution textures.
Okay.
So if like your 1060 is like getting like 45 FPS at 1440p, it might actually be able to make a little bump up to like 50 potentially, depending on the game, as I mentioned. The interesting thing about this is that AMD, or NVIDIA rather, is trying to sell the 10 series off like hotcakes. And
Oh,
they're
yeah, they
doing
just
it
wanna
in
get rid of
every
everything.
which way possible. And this is honestly, I said this before, back when the 10 series initially launched. And now it's more true than ever. This is the strangest series of cards NVIDIA has ever launched. So they
Yep.
started off with the 1080, totally fine. Then they went to the 1070, totally fine. They released the 1060, Totally fine. Then they went and released the 1060 3 gig, which is not only less
Stupid.
VRAM, but also less CUDA cores. So it's not even a
Stupid.
1060. It's more like a 1050 Ti. But they also released a 1050 Ti, and they also released a 1050. But then they were like, you know what? We need
we need more.
No. No. You remember that Titan we launched with the 1080?
Oh yeah.
It's time to release a 1080 Ti that's better than that.
Yes.
Oh, hey. You waited 2 weeks. You thought you were getting the best with that 1080 Ti. We just released the Titan XP, which is faster than your 1080 Ti, but only by like this much, but it's $400, $500 more. Okay? And then they go ahead and release the 1070 Ti. And then not only do they do that, they release the 1065 gig edition. And not only do they do that, you have a GT 1030 in there somewhere that has GDR5 memory, but then they decide, it's not slow enough. Let's release a GT 1030 with DDR4 memory. Not GDDR4, DDR4 memory. So now we're also getting a 1060 GDR5X, which is not based on the same GPU core that the other 1060s are based on. So this 1060 is based on the GP104 core, which is the same one as the 1070 Ti, and 1080. So it's on the same core as a higher end chip. It's locked down to a 1060 level performance, but then has the memory controller of a 1080. But the 1070 and 1070 Ti don't even have that. The whole reason of making a 1070 Ti was that you got the core performance of a 1080 without the memory. So what's the point?
It's so confusing at this point.
The point is that there's no point.
Nvidia have legitimately just like released a card for everywhere on the spectrum.
I missed the 1053 gig. You are completely right.
Everything. Like,
there was also a 1053 gig that they launched a few months ago. What the frick?
they just smeared like the
insane.
whole market with graphics cards.
Yeah, and they've released it every which way possible. And then let's not forget that they also have this entire mobile division, which they release 1080, 1070, 1060, 1050 Ti, and 1050. But then they go ahead and release Max Q, which is worst performing graphics cards for no reason other than thermals. But the same laptops that had the full GPUs in them before got updated to be only Max Q.
Yeah.
And so you have worst performing GPUs.
What is
But guess
going
what?
on?
NVIDIA makes it so that you don't have to disclose whether or not it's Max Q. You can call a 1070 Max Q a 1070.
Oh, yeah.
And you have no idea what's the difference.
I've had trouble researching and then finding out, oh no, this is actually not the same thing.
Yeah.
Like comparing laptops
Yeah.
is insane now that they don't have to disclose that.
Yeah. So is this the unofficial 1060 Ti, Ash?
Technically.
Technically,
Yeah.
I wonder if it can be flashed to unlock extra performance. I would highly doubt it because what my guess is that these are the GPU 104 cores that aren't good enough to be a 1070.
Yeah.
But if it was set up to be a 1070 and now it's not, but then it has the memory controller of a 1080, like what the frick is this card?
It's interesting.
It legitimately is the 1060
slightly
Ti.
stupid, and Nvidia just wanting to get rid of all 10 series stock. That's what it is.
UFD, if I donated $2,000, would you buy a specific and highly overkill microphone with it? As long as you take into account that I'm in South Africa and whatever microphone you think costs $2,000 in the States is going to cost like
Way more.
$5,000 here.
Yeah.
Yep,
Because I'm not
that's
spending my money on it, I'll tell you that. But the answer is yes.
Did you say 5,000?
Well-
$2,000 would be a lot more than 5,000 Rand.
No, $5,000 here.
No.
Okay, yeah.
With our import prices.
Yeah.
Have you seen the headline via semi-accurate? Intel may have killed off their 10 nanometer process. This report comes amid reports of a major shakeup with Intel's technology manufacturing groups, which will split the group into three divisions. Yes, an ideal time to axe 10 nanometers and develop a new node that can avoid the seemingly insurmountable challenges of its predecessor. Okay, I mean, the semi-accurate's really clickbait a lot of times.
Yep.
Like there's substance to what they say, but at the same time, like
They're semi-accurate.
like they're semi-accurate, and there's also a lot of prognostication that goes on with them. So like it is a fact that they are splitting their manufacturing groups. We talked about that last week. But whether or not that's actually going to lead to anything that's substantial as far as them killing off 10 series is probably speculation. Will this mean a delay in the 2060 release? I'm not even sure we're getting a 2060
Are you not?
outside of laptops.
Really?
I'm actually kind of suspecting that Computex next year will have the 3000 series.
Are you
Just like so
confident
they
in
can
that name?
move on the line.
Yes.
I don't.
Just
semi-accurately.
as confident as you were in the 11 series.
I'm more confident in it, given why NVIDIA reasoned that they called it the 20 series. I don't see them moving on to 21 with something that's going to be substantially more powerful when it comes to 7 nanometers.
True.
Has anyone done reviews on those Lenovo 10 nanometer laptops? There was one site that did it. Yeah.
I feel like
crashing so
right now. The graphics card space is
What have you
just
done to
super
me?
awkward right now. Like with these in between launches and potential.
The whole tech space right now is just kind of
yeah.
It's just NVIDIA trying to be NVIDIA.
No, but like
It's not
Intel's
just
doing the same
them.
thing.
You
Like-
said GPU.
Yeah,
Difference.
but like the whole tech space.
AMD's
right now,
also being
except-
confusing.
Yeah.
Let's not
Yeah.
forget them. They're the ones who are turning an RX 580 into an RX 570
Yeah.
and selling it
That
as
was
an RX
messed up.
580.
The whole tech space right now is just like. We
Yeah.
don't know what we're doing.
Okay, well, you know what? So that's the hot news that we have today. But I do have some even hotter news that I just want to enjoy with everybody. So we got NASA releasing 450,000 gallons of water within 1 minute.
What?
What?
So that's what this looks like.
That looks pretty.
What the heck is that?
That's them testing out some water deluge system.
That's insane.
450 gallons. 450,000 gallons, sorry.
That's insane.
What's
So-
a gallon?
That would be equal to 1.7 million liters
Oh,
in just a minute. Look at
That's-
that.
That's
Okay.
nuts.
That's impressive.
That's
I just
not a
think this
fish
is
tank
cool.
pump.
I feel like this is hot news. Like this is
No, that's cold news.
Whoa.
It's not cold. That's not how that works.
How and why?
It could be.
That's
It could be
crazy.
hot water. You don't know that. You're just making
It's
assumptions.
clearly not. There's no steam.
He's not wrong.
What is that? That looks like steam.
It's not steam.
Mist.
You can't prove that.
You can tell the difference between steam and mist.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Can you tell the difference between mist and fog?
Yes.
Yes.
Lies.
Easy.
You South Africans lying. It's wet news.
Me
Wet,
after a
hot
day at
news.
the office.
Oh my. Oh, you don't go to the bathroom at the office? That's weird. Okay, and then we also got a headless chicken monster filmed near Antarctica for the first time.
What?
Yeah, I didn't put these in the
Wait, what?
voting because we had too many things, but this is a headless chicken monster.
Oh no.
Yeah. Why?
What?
Why is it called a chicken monster?
I don't know,
Did
but
you
I think
call
it's
it a
really
chicken
cool.
monster?
No, it literally just said headless. It's a type of swimming sea cucumber.
I kind of want one.
Look at that.
No, you don't.
Where can I get this?
It doesn't look like a headless chicken though.
It has
It
feet.
kind of looks like.
It looks weird. I'll tell you that.
That's
I like the
that's a
feet.
that's a very weird.
Being caught for the first time near Antarctica. Yeah.
strange little fishy.
I'm not gonna lie. I want one.
I don't care about your scientificness. If you want somebody who cares about physics, go to a college, not to UFD Tech.
Are you a physicist?
I'm not a physics, but that's the hot news that I have right now. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty hot.
That does not look delicious. You're right, Ash. It does not look delicious.
I mean, fry it up.
Yeah, if you cooked it, maybe.
Okay. Well,
Let's not make that Monday's mystery lunch.
yeah.
No, please no.
If I can, I will though.
No.
I know
It's
you will.
probably endangered
No.
somehow. Anyways, you know what time it is? It's time for the thing that you guys were supposed to remind me of, which
Yes.
is the Wootware Woot Books ad spot. In case
Oh.
you can't tell, in the bottom right-hand corner, it says we're sponsored by Wootware, and that's
My
because they
drink's away.
provided us with these lovely laptops.
Which lovely laptops? The one you took from me?
Yes, the one that I took and put somewhere else.
He took it away.
I'm sorry. Rickus is being Vanna White right now. So
Yes.
these Wootware laptops, these Wootware Woot Books have a fantastic amount of specs in them. They've got an i7 8750H, which might not be current gen on the desktop, the 8 series, but it is current gen on the laptop. So you can pick
Yes.
those up. 6 cores, 12 threads in a laptop. But guess what? It also has a dedicated fan for that CPU. And then it has
That's
a
right.
dedicated graphics card. So Rickus's has a 1070 Max Q. Mine has a 1060. Each of those has their own dedicated fan to help keep it cool and
It
help
is
keep
insane.
it working. Yes. So our systems are equipped with fantastic little specs. So Rickus's has a 144 hertz screen. Mine has a
Which is
120 hertz
gorgeous.
screen. Check his out. And his comes in at a price, this is mine, sorry, 16,700 Rand without adding any of the RAM or the SSDs. But once you do, then it's still much price competitiveness with with any of the competitors. So the Wootware Wootbooks, my friends, something that you should absolutely consider if you're in South Africa looking for a dang decent laptop. They do have a low spec i5 with a 1050 Ti coming in at 11,800 rand. But if you want the i7, you only have to pay 1,200 rand more, which is hardly anything.
Insane.
Hardly
Insane
anything.
prices.
Insanely good pricing. And then
Honestly,
they also
for
have
an
this
i7. That's crazy.
cray cray.
So crazy.
Much
It's
of the
cray
cray.
Yes, and then they run fantastically. We've been putting them through their paces for the past 4.5, 5 months.
This is my main daily driver.
Way longer than
Wherever I go.
we initially agreed that we could have the laptop. So Wootware is not only great on their pricing, great on their customer service, they're also great on their hospitality with us.
Yes.
And making it so that we can keep them. So I'm going to be dropping links. If you guys are in South Africa, you're looking for laptops, check out the Wootware Wootbooks. We can't recommend them highly enough. Really like them. Really, really like them.
Very much.
Very much so. Even
Do we love them?
Tank, I love them. Tank loves his so much that he's like actually bitter with me for putting it on a different desk.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, like he's been complaining about it all day. The fact that I moved it somewhere else.
Why'd you move it?
Because I was trying to run cables and get.
He
things set
said
up.
it was unnecessary.
Oh my!
Unnecessary.
Was it a Black Ops bundle that they had going there?
Link's still getting deleted by me. Dang, it deletes the links. I don't know
Really?
how to fix that for myself. Because that's actually on Twitch's end. Because that's the only way that I can like.
But
make
like, I still see the links.
yeah, I see the links as well. That's odd.
That's weird.
That's really weird. But like last time, it didn't delete the links because they said it left it last time. So I don't know
up
anything
here.
about that.
Too weird.
But what I do know is that we have UFD rigs heading on right now. If you guys want to win a Z390 motherboard, this is how you're going to do it. The Z390 Gaming Edge AC from MSI. They're giving it away to the winner of UFD rigs this week on the stream. So if you're interested, you're in South Africa, you want to win it, the box is right behind me. That's not the one that you're getting, so don't take into consideration how I'm abusing that box. You could submit your PCs from 2015 or prior using the hashtag UFD rigs, and we will consider it for what we got going on here today with UFD rigs. But now,
Can we put a toaster in the voting?
no.
It's
Like
a
we
fantastic
need to have some sort of credibility.
It's a fantastic
We
system.
can laugh at it, but we're never going to put it in the actual consideration. Okay?
But like, it's not a rig, so we can't shame ballot.
I can.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Look at me. Look at me.
He'll find a way.
I'm the captain. now.
Rainbow.
All right. Well,
We should probably get one of those at some stage.
what? Shame bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's the discussion. Well, once we
Shame.
get the new Stream Deck, we should be able to have more sound board things set up. Which, like, people, Reese, the camera died.
How dare you, Reese?
You let us
Can you
die,
please- All right. Can you have some sort of hustle?
Yeah, I gotta get
Needs the chest, boy. Needs the chest.
So while we're replacing the camera battery, I'll show you with the rigs that we have so far. We've got ones with an obnoxious amount of stickers, which will never make it into the voting. We got this one right here, which actually looks clean when you look at it right there.
Yeah.
But then when you look on the extra pictures, ooh, dusty.
Dead dusty, boy.
Dusty.
Dead dusty, boy.
Which battery was in there? Was it one of the white ones?
Blue one.
Really? They're dying a lot faster.
Yeah, no, like typically these ones last a lot longer.
Yeah, we need to look into that AC adapter fast.
That's why I wasn't concerned about the battery because these ones usually
Yeah.
last like the entire stream.
So this is a dang dusty boy. And
Pass.
sorry, friends. But we have rigs that we're gonna show off today for UFU rigs. I want to talk about. You guys had birthdays.
Yeah.
It's your birthday today.
Yeah.
It's your birthday yesterday, Reese.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened over the weekend? What'd you guys do today? Or this weekend?
What did I do today?
Sorry, this weekend.
Well, I came into work. We had donuts, and then we had Rockamamas. And
Good
You
day,
also-
man.
you had
That
to
sounds like
go
a
out.
good day to me.
Yeah.
over the weekend, Friday evening, I spent time with the family. They had a concert, award show thing going on. So the sisters danced and sang and all that.
And
and
to
all
be
that
clear,
jazz.
like your family doesn't live here, so they had to like come. into
Yeah.
town.
No,
Like
they.
you moved away from your family.
Yeah. I live about 2 hours away from home.
They grew up so fast. He's flying the coop.
Yeah. So yeah, they were in town for Friday, and then Saturday we went to Monte Cassino to watch Matilda, which was
Nice.
Okay.
Is that a play?
Yeah.
It's a musical. It's pretty amazing.
I mean, it's a musical now. The original movie wasn't.
Yeah.
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 Was it really based off the movie?
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's about a girl who becomes a firewoman.
What are you talking about?
No,
Are we thinking of two different movies?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, there's that.
But yeah, it was pretty
Wow.
insane. Like the choreography in the show blew my mind. And then the little girl that plays the lead, her voice is just yeah.
So you
It
saw it
sounds fun.
twice.
No, Friday evening.
What did you just say?
What?
What?
It sounds fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was fun. No, Friday evening.
Okay.
My sisters were in a show.
Oh, okay.
For
And then Saturday you went to
and then
Monte
Saturday
Casino.
we went to go see Matilda. Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. And then Reese, you.
I had a pretty chilled weekend. Had the family over. They came up from my hometown, which is a couple of hours away. We just kind of like chilled, went to go like watch movies and
Oh, so
eat out.
they were actually here?
Which movies?
Yeah.
That's nice enough.
Yeah, no, like it's nice to see them, especially like over birthday weekend.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
movies?
A Star is Born.
Oh, how is that? I've
It
heard
was
great things.
really good. And then my mother wanted to watch like an older movie, like True Grit. It's like a western. It was
Oh,
really
okay.
good.
Okay. Okay.
It was really good. She has a thing for westerns, so she kind of wanted to watch that last night.
That's strange. That sounds like something Brett would be into.
Western.
The
Westerns.
Westerns?
No.
I hate country music.
No.
I feel like you would get into westerns.
No.
Yeah.
I
can't
could
stand
see
them.
Brett playing a western character, like go
Yes.
full on
Yes.
outfit.
No, I think I
everything.
could act in a movie. I don't think I could ever even watch that movie afterwards.
You think you could act in a movie?
No. I think I could act fake act.
Could you?
Yes.
Could you do it now?
I could pretend like I'm acting.
Could you do it now?
Yes.
Do it.
Yes. Yes. I'm a broken record player. Yes. See, I can do it. And then, what about you, Tank? What'd you do this weekend?
Just think it.
I actually haven't even
I
asked you.
slept.
You just
Oh,
slept.
did you sleep?
Is that why you didn't respond to my message until like the middle of the? Actually, like past the middle of the day.
Yes.
Was it one of those weekends where you just like shut down and like reset and like
Yeah.
just sleep?
I'm pretty sure because I recently discovered the Samsung Health app thing.
Right.
Oh.
And it was like, did you sleep from 2 to 2? I'm like, maybe. Don't judge me.
Feeling judged by your own phone app.
Yeah, and the next day it's like, did you sleep from 3 to 4? Shut up.
Only an hour?
3 to 4 the afternoon.
He did
He went to bed at
13
3 p.m.
hours.
Like a
Oh,
full 13 hours.
3 a.m. to 4 p.m.
That's
Yeah, it was rough.
Rickis does his best acting when he's asking for a raise. Actually,
I don't,
I don't think
ask
you've-
for it.
Yeah, he never asked for a raise.
Yeah.
He just takes them stoically.
No, he takes things from the office and then he considers that his raise. Like he has my LTE internet and it's just like, oh,
Oh,
so
your internet?
yeah, it's mine.
His internet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
You-
I mean,
you
that's
bought
a
this?
raise.
You got this?
I bought
I got
this.
It's like a raise of like $600 a month because now he's not paying for internet and he just took mine. So yeah, that that happened. So
What did you do this weekend?
Wasn't ready. Friday.
On the spot.
Saturday.
I know Saturday was the podcast.
Yeah, we had the podcast Saturday night, and that went okay. I think I stayed home. Yeah, my wife had like a training that she was leading,
Oh,
so
okay.
like I was home with the kids all day.
Oh, okay.
So that happened, and then Sunday was normal church, and then like rest and recovery yesterday. I tried to get more of this system set up. Try to get like more things on boom arms. So like Reese's monitor is completely different, and
It's
yeah,
actually quite amazing. I
I
love
spent
this.
last night working on that and getting that freaking Core 2 Duo PC working.
How'd
Yes.
that go for it?
Yes.
I would like to run my tongue around the sharp edge of this pop filter more than I
Same.
want to work with that PC again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it that bad?
No, that's how.
No,
I'm
dude,
okay
that-
with
that
doing
thing's
it just so
broken.
that you don't have to, but same.
Yeah. No, it was a gigantic frustration. It has been nothing but something that irks my gurks. Right
It is
in
very
the perks.
irk and irking.
Yeah.
His gurks were irked very much.
Yeah.
I just tried it. It's not very fun.
You're a good actor.
Really?
Remember when everyone
like
thought
it.
you were going to fire Reese?
It's still happening.
Yeah.
it's just been delayed.
Jingle?
Old Reese did get fired. This is new Reese. That one.
We can fire multiple Reese's.
Good.
My goodness. Anyways, yeah, Core 2 Duo system. In case you're wondering how that works, with a 2080 Ti?
It does.
The answer is it dies. It literally dies when it tries to install the graphics driver.
It's
It
weird.
doesn't do that with the
Gets
1080 Ti. As soon as you put a
Or a
20 series,
1060
it's just
or
like,
anything
I
else.
don't want to work.
It can't ray trace it, a Core 2 Duo.
Yeah, no, the Core 2 Duo is an unray traceable CPU.
Yeah, that's true. It's also unconflicted.
That's the sound that the PC
Like,
makes.
it's the weirdest error I've ever seen happen.
It's not an error.
It's not
it
an
just
error.
breaks.
Yeah.
It doesn't even tell you why. It's
It
just,
installs the
I'm
driver,
gonna stop
crashes the
working.
system, you put a 10 series in, works totally fine. It's just like nothing. What are you talking about?
Literally nothing
I
happened.
never crashed. I didn't do anything. You crashed. That wasn't me. That was you. Okay.
I break this, you break this.
Yeah. Well, I think we're ready for UFD rigs. I don't know if you guys are.
Yeah.
I'm
Did
ready.
you sufficiently talk about your weekends?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I feel like I got through what I wanted to say.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
My
we've
UFD
established
rigs are
two
ready.
small town boys living in a lonely world.
Small tomboys.
Yeah.
We're both small town
Small
boys.
town boys.
Small town boys.
What is with your ears today? Am I just mumbling really, really badly?
A little bit, yeah.
Dang.
He does it on purpose. 'cause
I
it's
heard
funny.
small tomboys. I
No,
was just
small
like-
town boys.
I guess I could consider you small, but like Reese.
I'm a large town boy.
That's true. That's true.
my sweet turkeys. Anyways, let's jump on into UFD rigs for today, okay?
Yeah, boy.
Let's
Do
Show
it.
us what you got.
No, he's very clear to you because he's speaking into a microphone where you're picking up everything he's saying. I have to catch the side glimpse of his mouth as he's trying to project into the microphone.
Correct.
So I'm talking like this.
Headphones.
Don't headphone me. Headphone yourself with the first rig that we've got going on here. So this one is from Chris. He's got
That is
his one and only
nice.
Gertie to showcase,
Okay.
which points off for
Gertie.
that name.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, I don't know how South Africans feel about that, but that's a weird name for
Uh-uh.
me. Like, if somebody's like Gertie, she's in an old age home and she's dying.
Yeah.
Trader.
I don't know a
No.
single young person with that name.
Okay. So this
they don't exist.
Trader.
They're born and then they're old automatically. There's no
There is no in
in
between.
they've got that Benjamin Button disease. Except for when they get old, they actually get old too. Okay, so this has a Gigabyte Z87X with a UD3H is the surname, and it has an i5 4670K, and he has an MSI GTX 1063 gig with some ketchup and mustard cables. Looks like his RAM doesn't even have like a heat spreader on it. Like, this is definitely a basic system if I've ever seen one. It has the Corsair H115 on it. No, that couldn't be the H60. So it's a single rad instead of a 240 or 280. Yeah, definitely his RAM only has no heat spreaders. It's got the ketchup and mustard cables everywhere.
That's
Okay.
a pretty clean system.
Ooh,
is.
he's using a Molex 2 6-pin power connector, which he did run really well. So he has it all twisted up, so it's not.
Jangling all over the
It
place.
was,
Yeah.
it was convincing enough until we looked up close.
Yeah, that's a
Hey.
little turkey right there. The CPU is okay.
It's really
The G-
clean, though.
Yeah, it's clean. He did his best
No,
with
it's
that. Let's zoom
actually
out.
clean compared to the ones.
Oh
we
yeah,
saw.
for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Oh.
For sure.
Defs.
Dudes and dudettes, please clean your systems.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to see these dusty things.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, so it's a clean system overall. He spent a little bit of money on RGB, which probably could have I would have preferred like cable sleeves or proper power supply that actually comes with a 6-pin power.
Sure.
Yeah.
That would have made sense to me than RGB fans or even LED fans if those aren't RGB. But potato, you know.
I kind of like it though.
It
It's-
looks
it's not
well
bad.
enough, but I do feel like just like sleeving cables. That's like the main gripe I have with this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but finding those in South Africa is.
Hey,
tough.
he has the same countertop as I do. Or what I used to have in my old house, rather. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
What if
moving
he's living
on.
in your old house?
I like it.
So
It's
this,
very nice.
This is Chris with his system. Yeah, it's clean for what it is. It's
Yeah.
clean for what it is. There's a few gripes that I could have there here and there, primarily with the Molex connectors. Any
Yes.
type of like Molex adapter, I'm super scared of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I
bursting
don't
into
trust
flames,
Molex.
dying. Not something I actually
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
happen. So there, that bothers me. Then we've got this one from SLXNDR. Let me just make
Ooh,
sure he's from
that
South
is
Africa. He is Cape Town.
nice.
Cool. I forgot to do that prior to. So clean system right from the outside. You can
What
see
is
that
up
he
with those
takes care
fan
of it.
mounts on
Alright.
the side panel?
But that's just the way the system's built, I'm
Oh,
sure.
hey, it's Matt,
What?
old bandmate.
Oh, it's
Lol.
my
You
old
know
bandmates?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Oh,
Okay.
we're digging into Reese's past here.
Okay, so this has a Core i5
UFD
6600,
rigged.
an MSI Tomahawk Z170, 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance memory with an MSI GTX 1066
Ooh.
gig, which is the same as Tank's.
Hello.
So his Corsair CX750M does come with black sleeved cables, not sleeved cables, but black cables, which help to hide the fact
Which
that
looks
they're there.
really nice, yeah.
Even without a PSU shroud, he definitely hid all of his cables at the back, so he did a decent job of making sure that they're,
Really well hidden. Routed properly.
yeah.
He's even got like the red SSD going.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he
that's
has like a red and
Red and black build, yeah.
black, white, and red theme
Same-
going
yeah.
on. So like you can see these lights over here are white LEDs, and he has the red fan right there. He has the red SSD.
This is really
black and
nice,
red.
actually.
Yeah, like overall solid system, solid build. I don't really have a whole lot that I would detract from this.
Yeah.
16 gigs of RAM, 6600K. Actually, okay, so that
He's
would
got a
probably,
hard drive base. How dare he?
no, he's rocking a Z170 with a non-overclockable processor, or he has an overclockable processor that he didn't disclose. Either way, points off for that. Because there's no
Does it
no
affect
reason
how it looks, though?
there's no reason to get a Z170 with a non-overclockable
Yes,
processor.
That's
agreed.
Reese. He knows.
Is there a reason to get an overclockable processor with a non-overclockable board? Yes, because overclockable processors are faster than their non-overclockable ones, at least on Intel side.
The other way
So
around
there's
is a
justification, but a Z series board with a non-K series chip is a little in my heart.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Just a little bit. Not enough to say that this system wasn't worth building, because he could have gotten a really great deal on that Z170 board, which would have allowed him to make this build make sense and then spend a little bit of extra money on that 1060. All of the system specs work up really well for me. So, he got it for SLI. Yes, SLI on a 1060, they can't do it. Good. Thanks for the suggestion, teams.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Extra minus points.
That is true. So I guess I keep forgetting that on Skylake there was the BCLK overclocking with
Yeah.
specific motherboards. So it's possible that it could be an overclock 6600. That's a possibility.
Possible.
I don't think I'm willing to
I
give people the
can't
benefit
really
of the
fault
doubt.
this beyond like nitpicking.
No, definitely not. So solid system overall.
Yeah, it
Looks
nice.
clean. He
looks
keeps it
nice.
clean.
Super clean.
Hardly
super
any dust on the
yeah.
inside. Like just very well
well
done.
routed. I like the red SSD.
Color
Good job.
coordination on point. Everything seems really
Much nice.
healthy. Yes.
Much nice.
Much
Okay.
nice.
Then number 3, we got this one from Ulti, my friend. He has an AMD FX 6300, the only AMD one we have so far. An MSI 970 gaming AM3 Plus motherboard. An MSI GTX 1066 gig gaming X graphics card. 8 gigs of Crucial Ballistics 1866 megahertz, which is a 2x4 kit. He has a Cooler Master Master Liquid Pro 240 RGB liquid cooler, and it's in the Cooler Master MB510L carbon case, which he custom modded to have a tempered glass side panel.
Nice.
Okay.
Which
That's
shattered.
okay.
Which shattered and cut his thumb off.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll just
was
that's
fun.
Yeah, that sucks. So I kind of want him to win just for the sake of the fact that like he
Cut his thumb off?
like
he
he's
bled
a
for this thing.
yeah, no, he's a professional like
Sim
sim racer.
Yeah.
And like he needs his thumbs to actually do his
He only lost the tip, though. Let's calm down.
boy, if
Let's
you
calm
lost the
down.
tip of your thumb, you would be out of work for
There
like
are
a
many
week.
things
You know it.
in which the tip would be a problem.
He also really tried to get great pictures of this, even though you
Yeah.
can see he's using ketchup and mustard cables. This 6-pin that he's using for his 1060 also probably has another 6 or 8 pin, which he folded back. He's doing the best he can with what he has. Overall, good shots. That's like, he definitely knows how to show off his rig. I'm a bit disappointed we don't have more of an overall shot,
Yeah.
but I'm sure there's a reason for that. Johnny with the no. Thank you so much.
Don't know.
Thanks for the dono.
What's up, Tatsicom? How you doing, my friend? So I like the system overall. It's hard to fault the specs. The 6300 at 4.4 gigahertz is pretty good. He has it on a 240L, so he can keep that furnace down to a little blip of a fire as opposed to a
sure.
raging inferno.
I mean, the burn's probably better than the cut.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, his system probably works a little bit better than his thumb right now.
Oh, yeah.
So there. Sorry, Alti, if you're watching. Okay, so this is a really good system overall. I'm happy with it. I would
The
like.
specs are really nice. Like you can see, he manages all his cables well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
he's doing the best he can with it.
Unfortunately, it's ketchup and mustard, but I won't take that away from him.
Especially if you're on an FX 6300.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like he got the best graphics card he could, a 1060. And
Yeah.
then I actually think he won that. I could. My
Really?
memory could be misserving me.
I think so, yeah.
But like he's on a 6300, which means like he doesn't have a whole lot of money to spend on his PC.
Sure.
So
I mean, like this is very similar to my first like rig that I bought myself
okay,
towards the end of high school,
Yeah.
which also ran a 4300. And it's just like you try and do what you can with it, and just kind of like yes, it works.
yeah, yeah, and I mean the 6300 was a 6-core processor. No hyper-threading,
No
right? It's
hyper-threading,
just
no,
6
the
cores,
FX
6
series
threads.
didn't have hyper-threading,
So
no.
basically, it's the equivalent of a 9700K at this point, right? 9600K, sorry,
Sure.
8600K.
For the time.
Yeah,
kind
except
of,
for
but
yeah. No,
kind
I
of,
get
but
it.
no.
I got it. I got you. So those are the rigs that we have for this week. We got this one from
For
Ulti.
today, at least.
Yes, sorry. We've got this one from Matt, and then we have this one from Chris. So it's time to move on over to voting, and you guys get to choose who wins UFD rigs of the day. So you're allowed to vote for one person who's going to
one
win the
person
rig of the
only.
day, and then they go into the rig of the week voting on Friday, and then the winner of rig of the week, as mentioned, will win this MSI Z390 Gaming Edge AC motherboard for the Coffee Lake and Coffee Lake refresh chips, giving them a good foundation for whatever system upgrade they might want to do, which is why we're doing 2015 or before. No, the board's on the test bench.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not tossing a box with the board in it. Chill. Okay, so now it's time for you to go ahead and vote for who you want to win UFD rigs after I enable the poll. Okay.
FX was not true 6 cores. No, it ran 6 cores.
Oh no, it was the FX series.
It just
like,
didn't
their
have
cores-
hyper-threading at all.
No. So the issue with like there was even like an like a class action lawsuit against AMD for how they labeled cores on their FX
is
series
that
really?
because the way they shared cache
Yeah.
made them like not really independent cores,
Oh,
but
yeah,
more
yeah,
like
yeah.
dependent cores that like share the same memory resource.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
so they're not really 6 cores, but they are like you're splitting super hairs there when you're saying it's not 6 cores because they
Yeah.
could each handle 6, like it could handle 6 simultaneous processes, but then it would get bottlenecked when 2 cores that were sharing the same, I believe it was cache, or the way it allocated that,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
could
yeah.
bottleneck each other by trying to force feed at the same time.
Yes.
So they couldn't process everything independently, but they also could. So it's complicated.
It's complicated, but it's fun.
Cool.
Fun thing about like sim racing though
Yeah.
is like I actually ended up watching the Forza 7 Motorsport World Champs last night, and I got super into it for some reason. Like I don't generally watch motorsports, but like for some reason I really enjoy sim racing. It's really entertaining to watch. Don't know.
Don't know.
$10 don't know.
$10 don't know.
God dang it! I missed it.
I'll pull it up. Give me a second.
Hang on, it's gonna pop up on my screen now. Good morning, evening. Hope all is well. Appreciate what
Pause
you
that.
do. Keep up the good work. Happy. Dang it!
I couldn't get through all of it as well.
I got halfway through it. Anyway,
I got it.
High fives.
Good morning, evening. Hope all is well. Appreciate what you do. Keep up the good work. Happy trails to you all. The adventure happens off the trail, so to speak. Take care.
Who's it from? Oh, it's from Dre.
Jay.
Yeah, if you guys would have
Thanks
said
for
that,
no, no.
that would have been great.
we were too focused on trying to catch the message.
It
Yeah.
was a
Thanks,
long message.
Thanks so
I
much,
got
Dre,
caught
for
up
the
in it.
donation. Really appreciate it. Yeah, FX were kind of like a hybrid between 2 cores and simultaneous mode.
Okay.
It was more like 1.5 cores per core, 2 cores, than like a full core.
Okay, so we had
each.
4 cores.
Sort of.
Kind of.
You had better than 4 cores, but not really better.
Kind of, but not really.
Sort of, maybe.
Same but different.
Yes.
Yes.
Cheers, Fury.
Cheers, Fury.
Thanks for dropping in. Much appreciated. So what's the theme today? AIO coolers? It's actually PCs from 2015 or
That's
previous.
interesting though.
AIO coolers.
Oh, true. They all have it.
Yeah, they all have
Hey.
IOs. Nice.
I
That's
only noticed
interesting.
that like after I read the message.
Yeah.
Is that like a South African thing?
Oof.
Just like AIOs.
It does get hot here with no aircon, so
Yeah.
you do have to dissipate the heat quicker
Yeah.
from your
Sure.
PCs.
It's a weird excuse though.
Yeah. So rig number 1 has an i5 4670K on a Gigabyte Z87X. He has an MSI 1063 gig. Rig number 2 has an Intel i5 6600 on an MSI Z170 Tomahawk with a 1066 gig gaming X. And then rig number 3 has an AMD FX 6300 with an MSI GTX 1060 Gaming X on an MSI 970 Gaming AIM-3 Plus motherboard. Oh, bits!
Bits!
Thank you so much for the bits, Fury. Oh, wow. Tight competition between rig number 2 and rig number 3. I'm partial to rig number 3.
Same.
I
like
have
we're all slightly partial
an
to
investment in
rig
rig number 2.
Yeah. I feel like once you've lost...
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
because
you know him.
Oh.
Yeah.
A personal investment there.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
just voted for one because he had the least votes.
Just realized that I did build a very pretty Skylake system going to enter for a 4th week in a row. Do you currently have it? Because
And
if you
are
don't
you
currently
South
have
African?
it, it doesn't
Yeah.
count. And if you're not South African, it also
doesn't
doesn't
count.
count. You have to be South African.
You got to be located in SA.
The man is missing part of his thumb. Help him out.
I feel like we're swaying the votes with medical.
Yeah.
I mean,
disability.
I think the shots for the fact that it's the only FX series like system we've had on
Sure.
UFD rig so
Yeah.
far. Like he clearly doesn't. Like he clearly puts a ton of effort into managing the cables,
Definitely.
making sure that it's high aesthetics, even if it runs like a space heater on the sun.
Dang.
A space
I
heater
picked up
on
an
the sun.
i5 8400 for 35 USD. Thought it was a scam, but it wasn't.
How did you pick the top 3? Sorry, what?
That's not bad.
For 35. Oh, geez.
Dang, son.
Rigfest, that's right. 60
Bits.
bits. What's next week's theme? Dual GPUs? We haven't decided on next week's theme. We'll tell you on Saturday. So, how did we pick the top 3? I picked the top 3 that not only look the best and have decent specs, but also can kind of compete against each other.
Yes.
So I always want to make sure that the rigs of the day, we're not going to have an absolute slaughtering.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does happen. But
It
like
does.
right now with rig number 2
It's
and rig
super
number
close,
3
yeah.
being super close, that's kind of what I want.
It's a tight race.
There are only 2 submissions that are like firmly disqualified in my mind, which would
Sure.
be the super dusty one and the one with stickers
Yeah.
And the
Fair.
toaster.
Very
and
much
the
fair.
toaster. Yeah. So like those get excluded automatically just because they're
Yeah.
like it's clear that they don't care about their systems,
Yeah.
and that's a problem. That's not what we're trying to promote here on UFD rigs. We want people who care about their systems.
Ooh.
Oh, 90 bits. We barely hear the music, not because the sound is coming from the speakers and not through the stream. You definitely don't hear it coming through the speakers.
Doubt.
Yeah, you don't hear it coming through the speakers. It's very soft.
It's pretty soft because it's just meant to be there in the
The
background.
whole
to
point
fill
is
the
that it's
dead
actually
space.
soft. Like yeah, like even if we stop talking, like I can see on our meter, it's not coming through the speakers. It's us. You're not hearing it, not through the speakers. I don't hear anything. That's the whole point. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing.
That explains why the TI got cold to OP. Which one? Oh, yeah, it didn't get cold. It's just not in today. It can be in tomorrow. It can be in any day until Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not cold. It just wasn't
It's
put in.
rig of the week.
Yeah, or rig of the day.
Well, it's rig of the day to enter rig of the week.
Right.
Winner of rig of the week wins the whole contest.
Yeah. So like there's 4 more days after this for us to go ahead and try to work. It's so low. That's the whole point. It's supposed
It's
to
just
be,
there as ambiance.
It's supposed to be our noise floor, not supposed to
Yeah.
be music.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if it was too loud, it would be distracting and
Yeah. If you have Pokemon stickers all over, and if you like 3D holograms, you're welcome to start your own YouTube channel, get a whole bunch of subscribers, and then have a live stream where you do this and vote for everybody who has stickers.
Though if you do get into the voting, Reese and I will vote for you.
If they have
Possibly.
Pokemon stickers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
100%.
UFD, my reasoning is sound. Rig 3 for missing tip, and it's an FX CPU. The other 2 rigs are fairly modern. But they're no, like a 4 series isn't fairly modern. It's just as modern as an FX 6300. I don't know what you're talking about. Rig number 1 is just as ancient as rig number 3.
Ancient. Jeez.
Yes. Is PC of the week
Harsh
only going to
word.
be South African? Yes.
For this week, at
Yeah.
least.
Is there only going to be awesome prizes for South Africa? No, that's definitely not our goal. MSI refused to kind of budge on the whole South Africa only thing.
Yeah.
I tried. I was just like, you can ship this, right? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, so you can ship it anywhere in the world.
Exactly.
And they were like, yeah. And I was like, so can we do that? And they were like,
No.
South Africa. And I was like, okay, fine. You are sponsoring a decent prize, but it's definitely not the goal.
We just had to play by their rules on this because
They get this first one for free,
Yeah.
but we're not going to keep doing South Africa only prizes. We'll probably turn down the next couple ones if they're South Africa only.
it's just a nice first little jump in to give our South African viewers some love.
Yeah.
Modded iMacs, jeez. Can we do iMac of the week? We could probably do a Mac week.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think if we did a
Because like the
iMac
number of
the week,
people who would have iMacs in our audience would be really,
Yeah.
it would be lower than
and I feel like you'd all be looking at the same setup.
shipping
if
is
we
really
did.
expensive, guys. Yes, but they have to get it from Taiwan to South Africa in the
In any
first
case,
place.
yeah.
So
Just send it from Taiwan?
yeah, like they're MSI. They literally ship their motherboards everywhere in the world, anyways.
Yeah.
So just include it on a shipment of where it's going next, and have that local distributor like send it out for you. Anyways, that's my like technical caveat. They're not shipping it from South Africa to anywhere else.
Yeah. What do you say?
What he said, yeah. Wait, is Rig One also an MSI graphics card?
Yeah, all three of them are MSI graphics cards.
Balls?
Actually.
How did this happen?
I don't know.
AIO is MSI graphics
Yeah,
cards?
rig
Like,
number
what the heck?
1 is a Gigabyte motherboard. Rig number 2 and 3 are MSI motherboards.
Okay. So
Yeah.
there's some differentiating.
A little.
Just a teeny bit.
You'll just get the same setup over and over if you do Macs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point, though. That I mean, if you can differentiate yourself within a Mac lineup, like you,
Oh, yeah.
you at least have some competence.
Fair.
That could be interesting, though. It will be all white discs with gray everything else.
That sounds exactly like Reese's dream
Yeah.
setup.
Taiwan is
You're
in
not
Cape
wrong.
Town, right? Not quite, Gitsuga.
Taiwan's a what?
in Cape Town.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Net aan de kant Malmesbury. Bid.
The whole gift horse thing, just happy to hear they sponsored a free item to give away. More of an Asus guy than MSI, but nicely done, MSI.
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, if I could convince Asus to give away a motherboard, I would have by now.
Yeah.
They
But,
do have nice motherboards.
They won't
Yeah,
return
they-
your calls
Yeah,
because they don't like you.
let's not. That's politics.
I think it's Reese's fault.
It is Reese's fault. She met
Ultimately.
Reese and she was just like,
How dare you?
Yeah.
easily.
Because it wasn't
How
me.
dare you?
Because it
Reese?
was Reese's
I didn't
fault.
meet them.
You offended everybody.
It's because you cut your hair.
It is.
Yeah.
His hair wasn't cut for age.
Yeah,
It
I was about to
offends
say,
me.
it was still there.
It was a preemptive dislike.
Pokemon Go to the polls. That's right.
Yes.
Should I buy a 1080 or a 2070? What type of pricing are you looking at? Because that's actually the biggest determiner. If they're the same price, pick up the 2070. If they're anywhere more than $50 to $100 apart, you pick up the 1080.
But future proofing.
You would think with all the stuff Linus has laying around and gets for free, he'd do a giveaway at some point. I want 12 Titan Vs and a banana.
And a
Why?
banana.
Why would he give them away, especially when he can use them for future content?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like you think that it's useless, but just because something sits on a shelf for 12 months doesn't mean it won't be useful in the 13th month.
Yeah.
And especially with doing like retrospective looks on like
I
technology.
mean, especially like also this huge build that he's doing right now, that $40,000
Yeah.
PC. Just like, yeah, those have been laying around for a while.
Yeah, but like his products, like his product that he's producing is videos.
Yeah.
The products that he gets for free are a means to serve that.
Yeah.
Why would he give away the tools to his business? That doesn't like that's a like I
See you, Pokemon.
cheers.
Bye.
Cheers. Thanks for dropping in.
How's he going to make a 30 GPU build if he gives everything? No, exactly.
Yeah, how?
How?
How? He can't.
How are you supposed to hold a whole LAN party of 100 people on one PC if he gives all his GPUs away?
That's right.
It's
That would
easy for
actually be
us to
insane. I
say-
should send that idea to him and ask for.
Yeah, it's easy
for
for us to
inclusion.
say, like, looking in, like, oh, they've got all this stuff and it's just lying there, but it does get used in rotation.
Yeah. Like, if you need a CPU from 2 generations ago, he can go into his archives and use it. That is how things are done.
Yeah. Is an i5-4460 good enough for modern games, or is it time for an upgrade? I don't know. That depends on what you want.
I feel like that's borderline.
I mean, yeah, 4 cores, 4 threads is pretty borderline because you can get a Ryzen 3 that's just going to double the amount of threads
'Cause
automatically.
I kind of had that CPU.
I had it as well.
Just 2-3 years ago.
No, I had it as well.
And it was starting to struggle back then.
Yeah, well, I mean, the 4460 was like a super great budget CPU.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
amazing.
It really was.
But yeah, you're going to find games that are going to take advantage of upgrading to 8 threads.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty easily. So, all right. Well, we're coming in on enough time for the voting. It looks like we have our winner, rig number 2. Congrats to Matt for winning UFD rig of the day. Much appreciated for you submitting it. Wow, that went weird.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. It went super weird. Okay, congrats. You win. I need to find an easy way of doing this where it just like sends it to the top layer. Because it does this weird thing. You can tell I'm not rigging or like predetermining the votes because I don't have that ready every single time. So congrats to Matt. You are officially the first person to enter into the finals for UFD Rig of the Week, which means that you will be considered for that Z390 motherboard from MSI. Big thanks to them for giving it away. Much appreciated.
It's a nice CPU for a 1080 Ti.
What's a nice CPU for a 1080 Ti?
A Ryzen.
Another no. Oh no, I missed it.
Oh,
I have to pull it up on Streamlabs. And it's going to be covered on your side too.
I think,
Something about Asus motherboards.
yeah.
$170.
Wow.
He said, here's a gift to purchase an Asus motherboard or Asus product to gift in South Africa. As Asus is not up to the task, I'll help them out with this. Please use Wootware as they have been supportive to the effort.
What? Dang, son.
Okay.
Well, that's amazing.
Holy.
Thank you so much. Let me see. Can we even get an Asus motherboard for $170? Like, I don't mean to, like, I'm not ungrateful. I'm actually just
super curious.
That's actually not a whole lot of money here for Asus products because they're stupid with their pricing. That might be a personal issue I have with them all of the time.
Maybe.
Okay, let's see. The cheapest Z390 motherboard that we can get from them is 2,999 Rand, which is $210. Their cheapest motherboard here is $210.
What?
Oof. That is insanely stupid, Asus. Fix your crap, please.
Ah, that is such a downer.
Yeah. Like,
no, it's not.
No, it's a downer that their prices are so terrible.
No, their prices are awful and garbage. Like Z390 Tough Plus, 2,999 Rand, which $210. But I guarantee you that exact same motherboard on Newegg is nowhere near that expensive.
Is SA pricing that bad? Yeah.
It's terrible.
SA pricing is stupid.
Yeah,
it's off.
We get hit
like
hard.
our government is like
bored.
Taxes us super hard on tech. It's really stupid.
Okay, Asus Z390. Apply.
Apply.
And then sort lowest price. Oh, $150, $170. That exact same motherboard
is $170.
$170. That's a $40 price increase. That it's not even the one with Wi-Fi. It's not even the one with Wi-Fi. The one with Wi-Fi is 3,200 Rand. That's $224. Ooh. That's $54 more than it should be.
That is so stupid.
Stupid.
So
Asus, fix.
Asus, I don't appreciate your pricing.
Asus, fix.
They know that.
Please.
That's why they're not willing to work with us. Let's not forget the fact that I did send an email today saying, "Hey, can you actually work with us? Hope this gets you where you need to be, Dre." Oh my gosh! Thank you so much.
Done.
All right. Well, yes.
Right. We'll get it.
Dude.
Really, Reese? Really? On your watch at the key moment, my
Dang, Dre.
All right.
Dude.
Wow.
So-
Okay.
Well, that settles that.
Wow. Okay.
You guys are the best.
You guys are insane. Like today's been insane.
Has it?
Yeah. The resubs, the bits.
Oh yeah, we did
Yeah.
get a lot of resubs today. I forgot about that.
That has been super impressive.
Oh yeah.
You guys should.
You
just
guys are
move.
amazing. This is an awesome birthday.
It's an awesome birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh right, it's your birthday. I was blanking on that so hard.
So does he get like 5% of the takings?
Of the what?
Whatever comes in.
He gets nothing.
I'd have to return all the product at home.
Oh yeah. Fair.
Yeah. Okay. Well, was that a super chat on YouTube? No, that was through Streamlabs, which is the only way that these people don't take a cut.
Yeah.
By these people, I mean Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the only way it doesn't. They don't get cuts.
That's insane.
All right.
Dang.
Well, so we have the MSI motherboard giveaway this week.
Yeah.
The Asus motherboard giveaway will be upcoming. We'll figure that one out.
Can you imagine if the next? Did you just fart?
No.
Oh. If the next giveaway,
Yeah.
if we do that board,
Which board?
whichever one we get,
Okay.
and we give that away to the person who gave us the money for it. Like if he actually won,
He's not in South Africa.
it would still be hilarious.
You're confusing me, but okay. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Much appreciated. Yeah, we'll work through. We'll definitely make sure that we have an MSI or Asus motherboard giveaway now.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Thank
down
you,
the line.
Dre. Much appreciated.
So cool.
But just so we don't tick off the people giving away the board, thanks to MSI South Africa for actually giving away the Z390
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. Much
MVPs.
appreciated. But I will say, if one of our video supporters can actually sponsor a motherboard for giveaway, why can't Asus, who's a
Yeah.
multi-billion-dollar company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
These
just
are
throw
the
that out there.
questions.
Like MSI can step up to the
We're
plate,
not
but
saying anything.
I'm saying it.
But
I'm saying it. Asus is cheap.
whew,
The line has been drawn,
Hey,
Asus, if
Ryan.
you're watching this.
That's
he's not
yeah.
lying.
All right.
I mean, if they want to prove you wrong, go ahead.
They're not going to. They're just
Step
going to
up,
get better
boys.
about it.
Yeah.
Get to stepping.
Yeah. No, that's
Anyways.
like Asus America. Totally fine. Products, Republic of Gamers, sure.
I don't like your face when you do that.
Here in South Africa. Yeah. Anyways. I may or may not like working with her. Just throw that out there. So that's going to end the UFD team stream for us. On that note, we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Don't forget, if you are in South Africa, please submit your rigs.
Yes, please.
2015 or prior. That way you can
Yes,
win
queen.
that MSI motherboard if you're in South Africa.
Do it.
Do it, do it, do it, do it. And with that,
We want to see your rigs.
I bid you adieu.
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 And goodbye.
Adieu.
Adieu. I don't.
Adieu.
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 That was bad. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Adieu.
Adieu.
Bye-bye. Adieu.
Adieu.
Adieu.